What's up, guys and gals? Sid from Big Kid Media here, back with another episode of my project Spec E30. So I'm going to be going over what the car looked like when I first purchased it and all the rusted panels I had to fix. Also, I'm going to be going through the suspension I did and all the suspension parts I put in. Now, when I found the car online, it really didn't seem like it had a lot of damage. All the outside panels were pretty clean. And then I started to take it apart at home, and as soon as I lifted up the rug, it was just a nightmare. It was completely Flintstone. You could put your feet right through the floor. I really didn't waste any time either. As soon as I got the car home, the next day I just started stripping it out. So here are the new floor pans that I put in, also pieces from the firewall. The floor pans I got from a gentleman in Lithuania called Valkis Garage. Very trustworthy guy. He has pretty much anything you need for old E30s, E28s, E24s. Any old BMW he has. Now the roll cage I got from Roll Cage Components, and I also had my friend Evan put the cage in. He was the one who put the floors in for me too. So here we have the battery tray that was completely rusted out. It was just a big giant hole. Also got this from Valkis Garage. I'll put the link in my description for his website. We have a K-swap for my next project. Stick around for that. So starting with suspension, I did stick with the struts and springs instead of going over to the ground control coilover kit. As you know, if you read the rules, you have to go with the H&R springs and the Bilstein struts. I also went with these SPC camber plates that I'll be using. And another thing for advice, do not get rid of your dust caps because they're impossible to find and they don't make them anymore. So even if yours look like crap, just keep them because you won't be able to find new ones. I put OEM 3mm stack pads on each side. Also for the rear struts, we're using these Tuner Motorsport strut mounts along with these ECS reinforcement plates. So I got these tie-down bars from Garagistic. They also sell them at Condor Speed Shop, but I ordered a bunch of stuff from Garagistic, so I just picked those up as well. Now for sway bars, I went with suspension techniques that I picked up from Condor Speed Shop. The fronts are 22mm and the rears are 19. That's the maximum size you could use for spec racing. Control arms, I picked up some new ones from ECS Tuning. I got these control arm bushings from Condor Speed Shop, as well as these polyurethane trans mounts from Condor Speed Shop. Now the steering shaft, I installed a polyurethane coupler that I picked up from Condor Speed Shop. If you are going to use this, you do have to drill out a little bit to make it fit. They also offer solid mounts for trans, engine mounts, and solid couplers too as well. So for the front subframe, I POR 15 the whole thing, and then the steering rack, I used heat treatment paint. I picked up some new tie rods and OEM boots from ECS Tuning. Now for the motor mounts, I use polyurethane Condor Speed Shop, as well as a power steering block-off kit. Condor and Garagistic sell reinforcement plates for the front subframe, such as right here. There's one right here. Also, there's one on the outside and on the inner that you would have to get someone to weld for you. Now, the rear subframe, I did POR 15 this whole thing too. A lot of people don't like it, but if you prep it right and put it on right, it will stay on. A lot of people always say, well, it always peels off. Yeah, if you do it wrong, it will. We also have these reinforcement plates from Condor Speed Shop as well. You do the top and you do the sides where the diff is mounted. Also, you could do these reinforcement plates for the sway bar links. We have stacking plates that I got from Condor Speed Shop. They come with 3 different sizes so you can change the height. We have these dust plates that I got from ECS Tuning. Emergency brake pads that I had to get from Rock Auto. Save your hardware though, because they do not come with new ones. Now for the gear oil, I'm using 75-110 opposed to the regular manual transmission, just because more people told me to use that than the other stuff. I want to thank you guys for tuning in again. Now next episode we're going to be putting in the front and rear subframe, and then we can move on to brakes from there. Now don't forget to like it, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram.